G'day guys, it's Dave here from New Zealand Outdoor Blades. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you like. It helps out my channel a ton and I'm learning a lot and enjoying talking to people all over the world about my hobbies, which include knives, hunting rifles, the outdoors in general. Today I'd like to do a video on a slightly controversial but very versatile cartridge in New Zealand, which is the 223 Remington, and here we have it here. Before we go into the sort of advantages and disadvantages of the 223 Remington, I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of it and also one of its competitors, which is the 222 Remington. So the 223 Remington, like many other successful hunting cartridges such as a 3006, 303 and 308, has its origins partly traced in military heritage. So in 1963, NATO adopted the 5.56 by 45 cartridge, which is still in use today. And it was actually prior to this in 1957 that Remington developed the 223, which is very similar to or almost identical to the 5.56. So you can actually interchange the cartridges and rifles. The US military developed this 5.56 by 45 because they wanted something that was accurate, and they were able to carry more ammunition for their soldiers because these cartridges are a lot smaller than a 308. And their military testing at the time meant that they wanted a cartridge that could penetrate a US Army steel helmet at 500 yards, and the 5.56 could actually do that. Now, of course, Remington decided, well, this would actually be a great deer hunting cartridge. So, of course, in 1957, they brought out the 223 Remington. It is now very popular in New Zealand. So why is that and what happened? Well, at the time, in the 1950s and 60s and 70s, there were a lot of professional deer hunters that were using the 222 Remington cartridge. And the 222, or the 222 as it's known here, was brought out in 1950, and again very popular with professional deer hunters. Why? Because it was accurate, low recoil, low noise, and they could carry lots of ammunition. Although it was very light in caliber for what's traditionally considered suitable for deer hunting in this country, it was still very popular because these guys were expert shots, so they were able to accurately place a shot on a deer and kill it. Now, gradually over the time, the 222 or 222 became less popular, and it's almost obsolete now. You don't see too many 222s around. It's been eclipsed by the 223. Now, in my opinion, what happened is many of the professional hunters, including professional goat hunters in this country, naturally started to adopt a 223. They were trained by people who'd been using 222s, and they sort of graduated to a 223 because that was commonly available. Like the 308, there was lots and lots of cheap, readily available ammunition. It's nice and accurate, low recoil, low noise. In this day and age, we still get people who hunt with the 223. What's interesting is quite a few of these guys are, I would consider, expert hunters. They're professional hunters, they're farmers, and some of these guys just are used to using a 223. It's worked for them. How do I find the 223? Well, the ballistic properties are okay for its size. This is a Federal Fusion. It shoots out a 62 grain projectile at just over 3,000 feet per second, and it's been specifically designed to kill deer. I've shot about 3 Seeker deer and 1 fallow deer with a 223. What can I say? It's not in my opinion, an ideal deer hunting cartridge because it's just too light for my fancy. But I am comfortable to take a medium-sized deer out to about 200 yards with it, but it wouldn't be my first pick of a cartridge. However, it has got an advantage in being incredibly easy to shoot, incredibly accurate, and very versatile. And I'll just explain the versatility for me. So I'm a farmer. When I want to do some home kill on sheep, I actually use my 223, and I just use this cheap ammunition from hunting and fishing. Really effective at killing a sheep, and then I can butcher it. I can also use this type of ammunition for shooting rabbits and hares at longer range as part of pest destruction and even to get food. And then I can use the same rifle with suitable federal ammunition to take down a deer. So if I was wandering out the back of a property, I can easily use it to kill and butcher a sheep on my property, to shoot pests like rabbits and hares at long range. And if a deer pops up, I can take a deer with it. So it's actually quite a versatile caliber, and there's still lots of people using them in this country. So anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on the 223. So if you got this far, thanks for watching and have a fantastic day. Cheers.